Dragon Star Alchemy here for a quick Flat Earth news update. You may be wondering, how is this a Flat Earth news update? Well, if this is a flat plane, then any news is Flat Earth news. So, the news today is a Satanic Revolution on the Flat Earth. Not a Flat Earth movie, but if you haven't heard about the new movie, The Witch is endorsed by the Satanic Temple. And let me read you this quote. In an official statement, Jex Blackmore, the national spokesperson for the Satanic Temple, announced the organization is confident the witch will signal the call to arms for a satanic uprising against the tyrannical vestiges of bigoted superstitions. The spokesperson added the film will harken a new era of liberation and unfettered inquiry. It's pretty interesting. Some of you are probably scared by that statement because you're probably confusing them as like Satan worshipping, animal sacrificing people, but that's not the case. They're more for knowledge and questioning everything, and they are not the group that was started by Anton LaVey as the Church of Satan. This is something that's completely different. Sure, they may be Satanists, but I feel like they're a little bit better. The Satanic Revolution. It's time to awaken. So here's the letter. I'll scroll through. You can read it or check out the links. Links will be below, like everything. I always put. What I would really be interested in is what is their stance on the flat Earth. Now you can join the Satanic Revolution and declare yourself a witch if you want. Go ahead right there. But if you're wondering who is the Satanic Temple, the Satanic Temple is a non-theistic religious organization dedicated to satanic practice and the promotion of satanic rites. We understand the satanic figure as a symbol of the man's inherent nature, representative of the eternal rebel enlightened inquiry and personal freedom rather than a supernatural deity or being. It is our mission to facilitate communication and mobilization of politically aware Satanists, secularists, and advocates for individual liberty. We actively provide outreach and participate in public affairs where the issues might benefit from rational satanic insights. So it looks like here's their tenets. And the one that really stands out to me is right here. Belief should conform to our best scientific understandings of the world. We should take care to never distort scientific fact to fit our beliefs. So that being said, it will be interesting if they weigh in on flat Earth because we all know we've been deceived. We don't live on a ball, spinning thousands of miles per hour going through space. It's not the case. We also have some good political and outreaches and things like that. They seem like they're for truth and equality and religious freedoms, and not so much of just overindulging and doing what thou wilt, like the Church of Satan. But anyways, most of you right now are probably familiar with recently that they released Planet X, claiming that Planet X is there a ninth planet. Science tries to claim to read and capture your imagination that there's planets out there and aliens and who knows what. All theories, all bull. No one wants to ride the Planet X Nibiru crazy train. We've been on there many times before. It's always coming every year except the year it is, probably for the past 30 or 40 years. But just when the flat Earth community was ripping gravity a new one, proving that it does not exist, they come up with a new experiment that showed that gravity waves were detected. So now gravity's here and they can parade that around and let you knock flat Earth theory to the ground again and try to cover it up with so much space news with China releasing photos and all this type of fake stuff. So we all know about the telescope that the Vatican had the attachment that was called Lucifer. Well, not the same as Satan. They claim that it was for detecting things in infrared, and lots of people in the Nibiru community believe in Nibiru, and Planet X believe that it was something you couldn't be seen because it was in that spectrum. So why would they have that? And we all know they claim that they would baptize aliens and welcome their brothers and all the whole man church. The Christianity has always been, and the Bible you could say is one of the biggest psyops around. They got mind control, genocide, depopulation, just like the powers that be and corrupt institutions and governments around the world. Check out the Georgia Guidestones. You know, they want the population under 90%. We know probably more, but it's not about that. So anyways, I figure this is a nice piece of news. that they endorsed the witch. I have to admit that I was already interested in this movie back when it was on the film festival circuit. I never got around to checking it out, but this just reminded me about when I saw this latest endorsement. It should be worth checking out. We know they like to hide scenes and information in movies and media, and it should be an interesting point of view. You can see, and you numerology number hunters would probably like seeing that 23 right there. And to show there's no usually coincidences, 8 awesome horror movies heading your way. There you go. 5 plus 3, 6, 7, 8. Nothing's by accident. Everything is always by design. You can find meaning. So, anyways, check them out. Seems interesting what they're saying. You know, they seem to be against tyranny and for freedom. So it'll be nice to see if they have an official statement in Flat Earth or if they look into it themselves. But let me know what you think this means. Not all of us have all the answers. We all carry different pieces to the puzzle. And if we assemble and work together, we will find out what it can mean. So let me know what you think that statement means of this new satanic revolution on the flat earth. For all flat earth news and more, subscribe and keep it locked on Dragon Star Alchemy.